That better?
Trash.
Yeah, a lot better. You wasn't as loud. Shit was echoing off the walls and shit. What's good? What's good, everybody?
What it do? What it do?
We got the light-skinned boy Wonder back in the building, in the flesh.
I'm back, baby.
He looking like an adult, man. I don't know. I can't have too much more light-skinned jokes. I feel like he gonna want to fight some. What's good with you, Chips? What the fuck is that?
Living my life. Stone Cold over here.
So is that a Heineken?
Heineken in the can. Yo, beer in the can is way more refreshing than beer out of bottle, son. I'm interested in any beer drinkers out there. Do y'all think drinking beer out of can is more refreshing than drinking beer out of bottle? I think can is about to be my new shit.
But you can't go to the bar and ask for a can.
Nah, I know that. Some bars you can, but most not.
So I will say soda out the can is better than any other shit. Because it's like it got more of that fizz in it still.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It might be the mixture with the aluminum or whatever. I don't know. Should be refreshing though.
Motherfucker said it's the metallic flavors behind it. That's
components.
Probably the lead poisoning I might be getting from the metal particles in here, but it's still good. What's good with everybody though, man? How's everybody week?
How's my week? My week is going, man. You know, it's Wednesday. I had a little stressful day at work dealing with a certain individual, but we good, man. We living. Made a check today, you know what I mean? Put a couple more hours on the books, pay these bills. You know, do what you do.
You can't let them affect the money, man.
I mean? The bottom line.
Affect the money.
My week was cool, man. Still going. Halfway through it. Anniversary was yesterday, so girl took me out.
Oh, congratulations, brother.
Oh, thank you, man.
How many years? How many years in the relationship?
I think 10. Yeah, 10 years. 10 years?
Woo!
Something like that. 10 years, yeah.
So before we get started, before we go in, that leads me to a question. Because I want to know. So, obviously, everybody know.
Y'all trying to set me up?
Chips is married, man. You know, light-skinned Wonder is on his way, on the road to that.
Unless I renege.
He said, I don't know. I'm about to throw off right here. Just I'm about to.
I don't know. Yeah, I like you as a friend, brother. I want to see you live a little while. You know what I'm saying? You and Nick, you might have some higher guns at your head, boy.
Word.
Some heat.
Yeah. I think it might not be able to come outside.
Oh, you said the N-word.
But so obviously, you know, you have your relationship anniversary. Once you get married, do you still got to keep both dates in mind? Like, still got relationship anniversary?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Well, hell no.
You pick which one you want to celebrate, and that's it. When I get married, we getting married close to the date, like 2 or 3 weeks out. We celebrating only one of them. It's probably gonna be the regular anniversary date.
That's when you wake up and it be so you don't remember what today is?
Nah.
You don't remember what today is?
Only one of them. You ain't getting both, dog.
Yeah, that shit non-existent. What you say I do?
Yeah.
That's your new anniversary. That's what you celebrate.
It's a done deal. I don't even care which one it is. You pick whichever one you want to do, but we only doing one.
Yeah, that means I got to just get married on my anniversary now because I cheated. I got a good one.
You cheated?
What? 7-Eleven. You can't forget that.
Oh.
Just like Chips. He cheated. You can't forget it.
Yeah, Chips definitely cheated.
He cheated like a motherfucker. Gotta pick some shit that you know you ain't gonna forget. Outside of just the pressure of having to deal with that heat. But anyway, let's move on. Let's get started with the show, man. A lot of big things this past week. The biggest story is Tua Tagovailoa. I think I said that right. Yeah. Getting injured for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Freak injury. Haven't seen an injury like this going back as far as to Bo Jackson. Now, obviously, according to the press releases and all of the doctors, feedback after surgery, it's not on that level where there was no cellular damage to the joints or the hip itself. There was no dead tissues. If Chip wants to, he can dig into the details of that. That's your field. That's your shit. But there was no cellular damage, so everything is pointing to him having a full recovery. Something like this, I would say, personally, in my opinion, not going to be the same. Mobility is probably going to be limited. But as being a quarterback, not a running back like Bo Jackson was, it shouldn't affect his career. But with that, obviously, in college football, you have to, unlike the NCAA as far as basketball goes, where in basketball, you're one and done. You can just play 1 year, and then you can do whatever you want. In college football, I believe you have to complete at least 2 full seasons before you can go to the NFL. It's a mandate. It's required. With this injury, and then looking in past years, they have the playoff, and you see more and more big-name stars now who are slated to be top 10 picks or lottery picks, not furthering their college career in their last season. Is this going to be a trend that we see happening more where college football should change their rule? Or is this just college football players need to man the fuck up and just play? You're there to play. You made the commitment to your team, your peers, the school who committed to you. So you should just honor what that agreement is. What you think, Buddha?
I don't think the NCAA is going to do anything in favor of these players. One. Or they're going to try to hold off on doing it as long as they can. I don't have an issue with the players sitting out and doing what's best for them. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to their health. Because at football, shit, you could be knocked out, man. You could be knocked out. Your career could be done. Like, simply done with one crazy hit.
Yeah.
So, I don't have an issue with it. My question about Tua is, I didn't see the hit. I didn't see the game. My question to y'all is he a mobile quarter? Like, does he rely more on his legs than his arm?
Nah, he's a good mix of both. I always say he has a good arm, good accuracy, very accurate, but also has the ability to scramble. But that's not no.
Now my next question is has he completed 2 full seasons of college?
Yes. He was
definitely going out this year.
He needs so he needs to sat his ass down.
Well, he ain't got no choice now. But
yeah. He's gonna come back for another year and what? Just sit on the bench probably.
They're saying that it might be best for him to come back another year since right now the thing is he's injury prone because this is like in the last 2 seasons would be his 4th surgery.
Damn. So my question to you is, when he does come back and he's sitting on the bench, should he showcase his talent at least for like 1 or 2 games before he enters?
If he comes back, he has to play.
Oh, because he's that big of a dude.
Yeah, like because if he comes back, they're gonna want to see, are you still that same player? If he stays in the draft, personally, I don't see him falling out of the lottery, out of the top 15 because of the injury. So he's still gonna get bread.
His little brother's on the team too, right?
Yeah, his little brother is a redshirt freshman.
So they wouldn't just play him next year? If he's killing, like if he's killing, why would they play Tua at all?
They would.
It's not about them playing Tua. It's about Tua
coming back
to prove
Right.
Yeah, having to prove that he can still be an efficient quarterback.
Right. So yeah, I mean, to answer your question, no, I don't have a problem with some of these players if their talent is that good. And like you said, this is his 4th surgery. If they facing those type of circumstances, yeah, I saw that, Chips. Then I'm cool with it. Yeah, I get it. You committed to the school. I mean, you signed a contract. You committed to the school. I mean, listen, man, it works both ways. A lot of these coaches are recruiting you and they committed to you, and they're up and leaving for other jobs. So it's a two-way street. So I don't have a problem with it, man. What you think? What you think, Brody? What you think? Sloppy?
Watch your mouth, fam. Watch your mouth.
My bad.
I don't think the NCAA is going to change that rule. I don't think they're catching enough heat for that right now. Unlike basketball, where it took years of them catching heat and switching the rule back and forth a couple times before, and it's still up to debate whether they're going to be able to skip college altogether. Anytime soon in the NCAA.
I don't think that'll ever happen with football.
Yeah, I know that. I don't think it's gonna happen in football. I don't think it's possible to happen in football just because of the type of sport it is and the physical demand. Somebody out of high school, very, 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 very few is going to be able to match up with these grown ass men playing football in the NFL. So I think in college football, the kids need more time to develop. But so I don't think that's going to change, and I don't think they're catching enough heat for that to be an issue right now. As far as the kids sitting out, listen, if you like Puda said, if you're that talented and your game speaks for itself, and all the experts and the people around you have you a lock on at whatever number or definitely getting drafted or whatever. Football is a very deep draft. So it's not as what's the word? It's not as, I don't want to say difficult, but you have more of an opportunity to get drafted than on the college side. I mean, on the basketball side.
That's crazy. I never understood why that even happens.
Why?
Like, these teams be trading down a lot.
Oh, that's because football has so many more picks.
Right. Okay.
They got a bigger roster to fill.
Okay.
So it's way more spots and availability to be had. So a lot of kids in football and college football, they got a better shot at making it simply off of the numbers game. But also football is a very physical, demanding sport. And for a lot of positions outside of the quarterback and maybe wide receiver, your lifespan in football or in the NFL might not be that long. You might get a good 5-6 years, you know what I'm saying, before you forced to retire because of injury or your body get older and, you get laid off the team or whatever. So that's another point. Like these kids got to think about themselves and their health and the longevity and give themselves the best opportunity to succeed and excel in the NFL. So I don't mind them sitting out if they're locked or whatever. If they don't got nothing to prove and they spot is already cemented, rest. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these bowl games and stuff, this is for money. This is for the networks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for that kid's career or whatever. You know what I mean? And if it's not the national championship, the bowl games ain't even as big as they used to be. It's still big, but they nowhere on a national level or, to the more casual fan, are they as big as they used to be since they came up with the national championship thing. But so, yeah, I don't have no problem with them sitting out and missing games towards the end of the year.
For me, I would say that just depends on the player. Like, if you're a second-round dude, get your ass out on the fucking field.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we all in agreement. Yeah.
If you what?
If you're a second-round dude, get your ass out on the field.
Well, yeah, no, yeah. Get out there. Yeah.
Like, if you top 5 pick, okay, I get it. Late first round, maybe. But I don't know. Like, you did this shit for a reason. And then the crazy thing is, most of these guys, they still be in bowl games. So it's okay, they don't hold as much weight, but fuck it. Like, that shit honestly do be for the schools because the schools make money off of bowl appearances and shit like that. But you also get notoriety, too. I've seen guys skyrocket up draft charts after their bowl game.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Just a question off topic. How do these teams get chosen to play in these bowl games? Because it's not like it's a playoff. What is it like? Each conference has their own bowl type shit, and the best two teams from that conference or whatever you call it, those stack of teams, 4 teams, 6 teams, they go at it.
So
teams.
There is a playoff for the top 4 teams.
Yeah, I know that.
So those have a playoff, and then they get selected to play to see who plays in the national championship. As far as the rest of the bowl games, that's based on records and strength schedule and shit like that. And they have a committee that
they have the bowl committee. They have the bowl committee that picks the teams.
Yeah.
So is it ever an instance where the bowl games are usually before the playoffs, right? That would be smart for them to do. They usually before.
It's usually all in the mix. Like, it's different.
So has there ever been an instance where a team who was chosen for the 4-team playoff had to play in a bowl game too? Do they ever do that?
No. But technically, their playoff game is a bowl game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's still in preparation trying to get to the national championship.
Right.
But technically, that is a bowl game, right? Because it does.
So those 2 games before the championships are bowl games, but those teams, the 4 teams, already pre-selected.
Okay.
Like these are the teams that are going to have a chance to play for the championship. Mm-hmm. And those are the first two games are bowl games. I think it's what was the Sugar Bowl?
It changes every year.
Does it change every year?
Changes every season.
Well, but yeah, so they got the 2 games is bowl game, and then all the other bowls, the Hawaiian Bowl or whatever the hell, it's mad. It's like fucking.
It's mad bowl games.
It's mad bowl games that they have committees that pick the teams to play.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's just been happening a lot more. So I think that's where the concern is. Whereas maybe the NCAA should start looking at different, different avenues to changing it up, because the product isn't the same. You know what I mean? Like these bowl games aren't having the same output that they used to have. So obviously they're definitely losing money.
What's the difference?
Fan viewership. Like if your biggest players are not playing in these games, people don't want to see these shits.
Right. All right.
People not trying to watch these shits. So that's just the main thing. But then it's like I said, I don't know. Me personally, I say play. A bowl game is a bowl game at the end of the day.
All right.
All
right.
All right, so let's go back. Obviously, NFL recap, Week 11. My Niners is 9-1 still.
I mean,
very happy.
Man.
Anyway, man, come on, next.
Listen, don't be a hater, dog. I'm doing the introduction, motherfucker. My Niners is 9-1. We got a tough schedule ahead of us, though. We got a lot, son. Like the next.
I told y'all gonna fuck around and finish 9-7.
That fucking defense pissed me off. I know that.
Shut up! They got your ass in the game touchdown.
Nah, fuck that.
I mean, my picks was just better. Obviously, I'm on a roll. My fan selection. Appreciate everybody for participating. Hef, thanks for the money. Appreciate you. But Week 11 recap. Obviously, a lot of big things this weekend. The main thing that's been major talk now outside of the NFL topics, but MVP race, man.
Getting hot.
Dak Prescott with a 400-yard game that skyrocketed into like the top 3 on MVP votings. I don't know why when the team is 6-4. And then you got Russ. It seems like Christian McCaffrey has just been forgotten about now that Lamar Jackson's just been going on a tear. But it's literally down to those 3, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But MVP race, couple big games. You know, obviously that Myles Garrett situation and that stupid shit with the Browns and the Steelers that happened on Thursday Night Football. What you got from this past week, Chips?
I don't know if it was a big week in football outside of that debacle with the Steelers and the Browns. The Rams, I think they got a big win. They needed a win like that. It wasn't. Yeah, nothing really stood out to me. I'm just going over the scores real quick. Nothing really major. For me, it was more about that helmet, the helmet gate on Thursday, and then the whole.
What you think about that? You think the quarterback should have had his ass suspended the game, at least one?
No, he definitely should have. He definitely should have got suspended.
Right.
Definitely. And it was funny because I saw a post on one of my sports group today. They brought up Bill Romanowski. They said I didn't even know this incident happened, but apparently he took the helmet off of a teammate and beat him in the damn head, fractured his eye, broke his nose, and all he got suspended was, I think they said, a practice.
But when this happened, this couldn't have happened in the game.
It definitely wasn't.
Not in the game.
This was a team fight. It's offense versus defense fight or some shit like that.
Yeah. But still, he took his helmet off and broke it and put Bill Romanowski, Caucasian. The other player was a black guy. So you break this dude's eye and nose, and you get suspended in practice. But in this instance, the black guy take the helmet off. I mean, he didn't even get a good lick at him, but
Stop.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
Not rolling with that, son. Stop.
What?
You're talking about practice or on national TV? It happened.
No, listen. I'm not saying that he should have got indefinite suspension, Bill Romanowski, but suspended for practice. It still don't matter if it's in practice or on national TV. Still assault with a weapon.
But you're comparing something that happened on TV.
No, I'm not comparing that. I'm comparing the fact that you take a helmet off and you hit somebody with it. That's what I'm comparing. I'm not comparing whether it's on TV or behind closed doors.
It's 2 different scenarios.
What was the weapon used?
Helmet?
That's the same shit. I don't care where it was at. That's my point. If I go outside and I shoot you in front of a crowd of people, I get charged with murder. If me and you behind a closed door, I shoot your ass in the living room for talking shit.
Nah, that's the team.
I get charged with murder. It doesn't matter.
Might be something else.
Nah, ain't no might be nothing.
Depending on who your lawyer is, it might not be murder.
Nah, it was a helmet. But anyway, my point is, I don't know if they should have made it indefinite. The rest of the season, fine. It's only like 6 or 7 more games. And I think the quarterback he was the instigator of the whole situation. Definitely should have got a game or 2.
Are we going forever?
No, he's not going forever.
He's not going forever, but they just said indefinite. So they're not telling you when he's going to come back.
Well, listen.
It said a minimum of at least the season,
which is nutty. Which could be this season and half of next season. I don't even agree with the rest of this season. You know what I'm saying? I think that was harsh, man. The man was defending himself, man. The dude was coming at him. He ain't had no helmet on. He could have bit him. You don't know what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? He was walking
that
away.
Motherfucker right in the head.
He was walking away.
Oh,
he could have bit his fingers
God.
on him. You know what I'm saying? Nah, son. This dude was the aggressor twice. He tried to take his helmet off, and the quarterback should have been suspended too, man. I mean, that's my biggest takeaway. Another takeaway from last week. I'm with Chips though. It wasn't like no eye-opening games. Nothing made me get the popcorn. It just seems like two teams for me, the Texans and the Falcons. Like they just made like a flip-flop. I think the Texans dropped 2 in a row, and fucking Atlanta, they won 2 in a row, and they smoked both their opponents both games.
Damn sure did.
Atlanta?
Yeah. I don't know if they clicking now. I don't know what's going on over there. But
they heard our power rankings. They was like, nah, we can't do this.
But as soon as I take my ass over there to pick Julio Jones or fucking Hooper or Matt Ryan, as soon as I pick one of them, they're going to put up 6 points on FanDuel. I mean,
he said, chill. He ain't been picking us. let him go back to Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah, the fucking the Saints are still rolling. I know they dropped one last week, but they still rolling, looking crazy. I wish the fucking Lions would have beat the Cowboys, man. It looked like the Cowboys was just doing what the fuck they wanted the other day, man.
Well, they have their quarterback.
I don't care. We can't have the Cowboys doing this shit, man.
The Cowboys ain't real, and you know that. I mean, they do the same shit every year.
Nah, they actually won a playoff game last year.
Yeah, well, good job.
Not this year.
You gonna win one this year?
Nope. Not getting out the wild card.
Oh, yeah, because they would have to – oh, yeah, damn. Yeah, they ain't getting out of there. And, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Chris, give me props, man, because every time we did power rankings or spoke about top teams, I was the only one that had San Francisco number one. All these dudes were talking about Patriots, Hawks, and the number one defense and all this shit. Yo, man, your team looking good, man, but y'all about to have a rough stretch where y'all could probably drop like 5 games, son.
Nah. We about to bust these Packers' ass.
That's Monday.
And then after that, we got a tough-ass schedule, dog. I don't even know.
That's Monday.
That's Sunday night.
Oh, y'all the Sunday night game?
Yeah.
Why the Cardinals always give y'all competition?
In division.
Right.
You know that was gonna be his answer.
Right.
Nah. But so before the game, I didn't say that when we was talking. I said that.
But I'm saying that's your fucking philosophy. In division games are the toughest.
No, I believe that. I believe that too. Yo, NFL, do me a favor, please keep these goddamn football games in the US of A, please. I don't want to see football games in London, in Mexico, in Canada. I don't want to see these shits nowhere. Y'all can't never get the field right, so the fucking games be sluggish and slow and boring and inaccurate. It'd be crazy, man. The games are boring. Please. And I say that because I finally spent some money and I picked fucking Pat Mahomes and he threw for like 100 yards and 1 touchdown, son.
He had his worst performance of the year.
Aside from the game being boring. But yeah, that's all I got with football, man. I'm also looking for the Giants, man, coming off a bye week. You know what I'm saying?
So here's what I will say, and I'll ask this to you guys. Definitely some mediocre games this year, but Carolina gonna have a decision to make because fucking Allen has been looking real mediocre as of lately. And, you know, the whole big talk, he was playing good, and they were like, oh, you know, what are they going to do with Cam? Allen is moving the ball. The offense is looking great.
I ain't trading no Cam. That's me. Fuck.
Should they hold on to Cam now, or should they still be considering moving him?
They should have never considered moving him.
No. Yeah. I don't think you move him. I think you play him, but you start thinking about drafting QBs.
So you feel like Allen just ain't gonna cut it as a backup, or like with time to grow?
No, he could be.
Let him develop on Cam, guard.
If you're gonna keep him, you do it that way. But the question is, Cam is injury prone as well.
Yeah.
How much more time do you want to stick? They're not winning with Cam Newton as quarterback.
I mean, they almost.
I'm gonna just throw that out there right now.
They almost did. That's unfair to say.
I'm not talking about in the past. I'm saying now. I think that ship is sailed.
Almost only counting horseshoes.
But I think that window has closed. So I think now they got to start thinking about their future and start either you groom Allen to take over in the next couple of years, or you start thinking about other quarterbacks depending on where you fall in the draft. And of course the draft class.
Would you say they have a team that can prepare for the future? Luke Kuechly is what, 12, 13 seasons in? He don't got much more.
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. That's part of the reason why I said that window is closed. They had their run where they had their shot. They had the opportunity, but they're getting old.
Yeah.
That's one of the older teams. So you got to start thinking about, you're going to end up in a situation where you're going to look like the Jets or like the Giants did or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or, Arizona before they got to their quarterback or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You got to start thinking in advance.
So why not cut bait now? Try and get extra draft picks, get young in some positions.
Cut who?
Cut bait now, move Cam. Try and get some extra draft picks or something. Honestly, if you don't move him, and you're still building for the future, he's like 25 on the books, son. 25. No,
you're right, but
resign.
No, you're right, but they gotta decide whether they want to go with Allen as a QB. You gotta decide whether you want to restart now or you want to do it slowly. You know what I'm saying? While you still can be competitive.
When Cam projected to come back?
Next season.
Oh.
Yeah, they washed him up. They put him on IR, wrapped up the rest of his season.
Well, Paul Kaep about to get his ass whooped on Sunday at 1:00.
But yeah, other than that, because that was definitely my biggest thing. Looking at the last recent games that Allen has had, and it's like, okay, he's starting to really come down off of that beginner's luck shit that he was rolling with. But now it's like, all right, you a regular motherfucking quarterback. Motherfuckers got some tape on you now. Motherfuckers they research now. Okay. Ain't none of this. No, we haven't seen him, and he just throwing crazy. Other than that, y'all wildin'. Myles Garrett is wild. He definitely needed to be suspended for the rest of this fucking season. Y'all wildin'.
No, say I was okay with the.
No, he said Chip said he was okay with it. I was okay.
Indefinite. I feel like they just did that shit to give themselves wiggle room. I don't feel like it needs to go into next season. Definitely the rest of this season. Like, that shit legit has never
How many get what is it? 6 more games left?
Yeah.
They probably give him like 6 and 4.
That shit legit. How many times do motherfuckers rip other motherfuckers' helmets off and never, like, they'll charge them and they be like, man, get this shit out of here. Or they'll drop it and then try and punch them.
Because usually when you rip motherfuckers' helmet off, they usually stop.
But that's
not stop.
That's what one of the ex NFL player, I don't remember who it was, but he was on a show and he was saying it's just like a natural instinct. Like, that shit happens all the time where they rip somebody's helmet off, but it's just a natural instinct as a football player that comes in. I'm not going for your head now because you got the helmet on. I mean, your helmet is off.
Exactly.
So they automatically hold back. And they'll go to either the pushing or the shoving or, you know what I mean, or a wrestling match.
Or the players get in between and it's like they acting like they want to fight, but they know, all right, all these players holding us, so we ain't going to do shit anyway.
He definitely said it's a natural instinct to, once that helmet come off, to hold back. And my son could not hold. He was like, yo.
He cracked his ass.
Son, it's like watching the shit like, yo, you got 300-something pound offensive linemen in between y'all. This quarterback is not going to get to you. He's not going to hurt you. You still got your helmet on. What are you going to do, poke you in your eyes?
No, he can hurt him. He's a football player. Let's not get carried away. Just because he's a quarterback.
Dude, he's like 210.
It don't matter, son. You see little dudes beat up on big dudes all the time.
Okay, he's not beat.
Listen, man.
Stop it, man. Stop it. And he played defense. You know defensive players is all crazy. Like something loose. All motherfuckers be like, ready for the they be ready for the shit, son. They be like just sitting, chilling.
He was ready. He was ready. He was ready.
He was definitely, son.
And he hit him with 100% accuracy, son.
He swung the shit out that helmet, son.
Oh, I bet you won't try that shit again.
It was like he paused. It was like, motherfucker. But yeah, son, like there was nothing like, yeah, that shit was just uncalled for. Max Kellerman need to fucking kill himself. No cap. Like Max Kellerman is like saying the same shit you saying, Puda, but on a completely different level. Like watching fucking First Take in the mornings and shit, like.
Cause you didn't like, you was upset when he compared it with the baseball.
Exactly. He was like, a pitcher throws the ball at a player 100 miles an hour.
He thought he was lit with that one.
Oh, all he does is get ejected. Shut the fuck up. You would not compare a motherfucker hitting a player with his own helmet to a pitcher throwing a fucking ball at a batter. You would compare that shit to him throwing the ball at the batter and then the batter walking up to that motherfucking pitcher and busting him in the head with the bat.
And you know what's crazy about that? If a pitcher was intentionally threw at a player and hit him in the head, you know he gone for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Off the rip, they gonna suspend him for a long ass time.
What about when the batter charged the mound and the pitcher throw his gloves at him?
Oh, they throw helmets too. They throw helmets though.
They definitely throw the helmet.
But you see what don't get brought to the mound though, right? That motherfucking bat. Between the batter don't bring that shit out and them players that be on the sideline that charge out and try and run out.
Can you imagine two teams having a full-on melee with bats? Everybody got bats?
Everybody what was the fucking, damn, now I'm going to be thinking about that shit. Them motherfuckers from Warriors and shit with the bats in the train station.
Yeah.
Everybody got their face painted and shit. Well, yeah, man, that shit was just crazy. Other than that, like I said, there was a couple of non-NFL football news events this week. Colin Kaepernick's workout. Obviously, everybody has a lot of opinions about it. I said what I said last week, and I'm still sticking by it. Fuck that. I don't got no issues with what he did. I feel like the way he, protected himself was what was needed when you think about the relationship he has with the NFL. But let's see what the guys think here. What you think, Chips?
So
choose your words carefully. Remember, he was a Niner.
Listen. Listen. I'm in the middle. Like Michael Kaep was talking today, and he said something that really stood out to me. Like people, a lot of people in this world today, they either want to see black or white. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't think that it's no gray. You know what I'm saying? And in this particular situation, I think it's a whole lot of fucking gray. I think both sides was fucking wilding at some point. You know what I mean? I think the NFL bringing that damn waiver, you know what I mean, for him to sign basically all his rights away, I think that shit was crazy off the jump, and that's fucked up for them to try to do, especially on the day of the workout. That's just crazy to me. So I'm glad he didn't sign that. That would have been stupid to do. Then the whole media shit, if you allow outside media and his camp to record the shit and they wanted to deny that, like if you're the NFL, why would you just think about what you said last week, Yeetity? They want to have it closed. You automatically going to think that they want to paint the narrative of his workout so they can be able to say his workout wasn't good enough. As an organization, and somebody in there has to be smart enough to say that's not a good look. If we do that, automatically you're going to get hundreds of people screaming that we lying about what his workout is.
They don't care. They just don't want him in the league. They don't care.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Then why go through all this bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like it's stupid to me. And then somebody had said something about when you go into an interview at work, do you get to record? No, I don't get to record my interview, but I'm not playing football. I'm not marketing myself on a national brand level for a major sporting team or organization.
Right.
It's different, you know what I'm saying? You got the combine where players, nationally on TV display their skills and what they could do. That's kind of what this was. This was a workout. Sure, teams hold private workouts or whatever, but that's just within that team. This wasn't for one team. This was for the NFL to combat a notion that you guys are blackballing this player. So if you want to make it seem like you're not blackballing this player, then put his talents out there and let these teams get a good look at him and let the world see what he can do. If you're the NFL, you really want to put pressure on these teams to look at this guy, give him a shot, why not put as much pressure on them, the owners, as you can? Or you bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that side, the NFL is wilding. Now, when it comes to Kaep, him changing the location, I have no problem with it, because, like I said, all the things that I aforementioned, shady as fuck. Let me do my own thing. Let me control my own narrative. I get that, right? Not a problem with that at all. You want to choose your own receivers. You're a big enough quarterback. You were a big enough star. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to build you have your own team that you're throwing to, so you comfortable with, you can look as good as possible, I'm with that. My only thing with Kaep was, and I had this conversation with Yeetity, go out there. Now, you say you want to play football. You say that's your main goal. You want to get back in the NFL. You want to play football. The NFL was pressured enough for whatever reason to give you this showcase and to set this up to where you can display your talents to the owners. Go out there, do what you do, show your skills, come to the post interview if you do one and say, listen, I showed you what I can do. I showed you that I can play football. I just want to get back in the league and play football again. Thank y'all for coming out, and I'm looking forward to hearing from teams and seeing where we go from here. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. Now, when by him choosing to say, bring up the whole issue of, I'm doing this for the people and tell your owners don't be scared about. Sometimes as an adult, to get what you want to or get where you want to get in life, you got to learn to hold your tongue. You got to hold something back. You don't always have to be out in the forefront and say whatever you feel at that moment, because in reality, whatever you say and whatever you feel might hurt your chances in the long run. So that was my issue with Kaep. I felt the tone that he took on that post-game interview was a tone that could scare teams off, and a lot of teams off, like, oh, see, he's still on this, righteous martyr, make a point type of energy. And that's the energy that they didn't want to deal with. Outside of, the fan blowback that they might get for trying to sign him or whatever. But so I think he could have just left that part out. If he would have left that part out and just said, thank y'all guys for showing up. I came out here, I showed y'all what I could do. I think I had a great workout. I'm looking forward to hearing from teams. That would have been perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? So that was my only thing. That's my point. And I made the and Pootie, you could chime in on this. I made the comparison to Chris that time when that guy called his damn job and was yelling wild racist shit. You know what I'm saying? If Chris was in the streets, he would have went off. and went back and forth with the dude and told the dude how he really felt. But he was at work. He know he wanted to keep his job. He know had he reacted a certain type of way, it would have risked him losing his job for reacting that type of way. So what he had to do, he had to hold his tongue. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you don't still believe what you believe.
There's one difference in that scenario.
What's the difference?
One motherfucker is working and one is unemployed at the moment. That's a big
difference. No, he is, but no, he is. But it's really not huge because he wants to work. He wants to work. He wants to get back in the NFL.
Yeah, but son, he's been going through this shit for how many years, son? He's the man is fed up, son. He's fed up with the bullshit. Like
I get that, bro. I get that, but you
shouldn't even have to come to him having to do goddamn private tryouts and all. This shit is nutty.
But that's not what we talking about. That's not what we talking about.
All right.
No, because we all agree with that. We all agree with that.
But I'm talking about. But that fueled the speaking out at the end part, son. That had shit to do with it, man.
No, I'm sure it does. But you don't think that can like hamper?
It can, but at the same time, that man shouldn't care. Fuck it, man. If you want to sign me off my talent, sign me off my talent. I was kneeling.
they not doing that, bro. They not doing that.
He didn't say nothing outrageous and wild.
No, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing outrageous. But it was a certain kind of tone, son. That's all I'm saying. It was a certain kind of tone.
Let me tell you, if these dudes are scared of that, then you know what? Fuck it, man. Cap's too good for the NFL, B. Simple. That's my opinion, man. I don't think got too much to say on it, but
then he got to make that choice, whether it's fuck it or whatever. Because we all know what it is.
He's probably gonna sleep better at night.
Hopefully he does. Because we all know what it is. We all know why these teams don't want to mess with him. We know that.
I feel like he sold his soul and kept quiet and shut up because they would want him to. He spoke his mind. So I didn't have a problem with it. I get what you're saying though, but I didn't have a problem with it at all.
Yeetity?
Well, Yeetity spoke on it pretty much. Well, all y'all did.
Yeah, that was before the tryout.
So hold on, real quick, before we move on, can I ask? Can I get a prediction for Saturday for the fight?
Who fight? Wilder?
Yeah, and Fury. Any Wilder and Fury? Part 2?
No, that's Wilder and Ortiz.
Wilder and Ortiz.
Yeah, Wilder Ortiz. Yeah, Wilder Ortiz.
Last one was a good ass fight.
Wilder gonna win.
Ortiz almost knocked that nigga out. Damn.
What? Yeah, you said it. Wilder gonna win though. That's my prediction.
Think Wilder before the 5th round knockout.
Oh my! I don't think that's happening. I think they going the distance again.
Before the 5th round.
I can see it happen.
I feel like he knows what he did wrong and what he allowed Ortiz to do, so that's what fucked him up before.
He ain't no scrub though, son.
He not, but I feel like going the second time around, I give the upper hand to Wilder.
Yo, Golden State losing by 40 points.
They're
losing by 40 points since the third quarter. But
that's all right, bro. They ain't got nobody. That's all right.
They trade away they top. I hope they ain't got no picks, man.
They playing with a G League team right now.
Definitely is. But yeah, man. Fuck that shit, man. Kaep did what he's supposed to do, man. Fuck that.
That's right, baby.
They've been disrespecting my man for 3 years, fam.
Yo, you speaking as a non-fan or as a – come on, son. Don't be biased here.
Both. I was upset with my Niners for letting them go as a Niner fan, but I was also, as a football fan, I don't know, I felt like I felt disrespected by the rest of the teams, not even as much as giving them a workout or tryout or nothing. Like, you got dudes in the league that are trash.
Like, literally trash.
Son, please, no. I hope you understand and know None of these teams think Kaep is trash.
They're
All
literally only doing it for that.
Exactly. That's the one reason.
But then you got to look at it. I think there's only one team with a non-white owner.
Ain't no white owners.
No.
I mean, ain't no.
Who got a black?
Oh, you said non-white. What's the other owner?
I don't know.
Word, because he ain't black.
Indian? What?
What is he?
What is he?
Shit.
Let's look that shit up.
Listen.
I'm about to Google that shit because that's news to me.
Shit. But all these owners is old, white, probably came from hand-me-down slave mansions and shit, who their parents believed in one thing: you run the asylum, not the prisoners, basically.
Yep.
And that mentality is bad. And the league needs to do something about that. I feel like Roger Goodell probably wants to do more, wants to jump in and say more, but knows, unfortunately, as the commissioner, it's not his place. His place is
to make the
owners being on the same page. But that's my.
The Bills and Jacksonville Jaguars are the only NFL teams who owners who are people of color. One looks like she Asian.
You got to define that people of color thing, because it seems like they trying to throw us a bone, but it can be all smoke and mirrors.
I'm trying to see what they are. Okay, Kim Pagela. So she looks like Asian descent, and
female. Shouts to her, man.
Yeah, she's a co-owner of the Bills.
But who she married to? Hold on, go ahead, keep going.
I don't know. And Shahid Khan is the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And, Khan, he looked like he Arab, something like that.
Yeah, but who he married to? He might be married to a white dude too. So
he might be married to a white dude too.
We got to do our Googles. We're going to have that answer for you next show, y'all.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man.
But yeah,
I don't know about that caption. Like I said last week, feel like that shit was an entire setup. The whole display was a setup. Don't know league setup, no tryouts like this. The combine teams was just trying to get out. Oh well, we're not viewing this tryout. Like no, that's pussy. Stand up if you want your team to be better. Just say that shit.
And people need to stop just jumping to give whole credit. You don't know how this came about. You probably was the same motherfuckers killing Hove as soon as he made the agreement to fuck with the NFL. And now you're talking about, Hove made this happen. Relax, man.
Damn sure was trying to give all credit.
Word. Relax.
Like, yo, Hove might not want this credit because this shit don't look good. Like,
Word. I want nothing to do with this shit.
This shit don't look good, man. This shit look like a complete setup. Just chill. But I can keep talking about that shit. We're gonna move on.
Yeah, we can talk about that for hours, but yeah.